Good morning everybody, it's Sean from Sean's Auto Repairs in Ramsgate, UK again. Quick little video today with a 1400 Vauxhal Astra on a 59 plate, so that's 2009. It's in today for a O2 sensor, bank one sensor one. I had a look at it the other day. It came in with a couple of fault codes in it. It came in with the rich code, and it came in with a sensor circuit code, I believe it was, and it was jumping in and out of open loop, closed loop, open loop. Do some testing today, and we'll see what we can find. Right, first of all, what we'll do is we'll do a code scan, see whether any codes have come back, because what I did the other day, I saw this car a couple of days ago and took the codes and I cleared them, and when the car came back this morning the light wasn't on, so we might have a pending code but we haven't got a permanent code to put the light back on again. So we'll do a code scan, get some live data, and once we look at the live data we'll have a look on the pico and we'll get some raw data from the sensor at the front. So let's carry on. Right, ignition's on, so we'll click on Diagnostic. We'll get rid of that. We're just going to generic OBD for the time being. Wait for that to load up. Linking out, that's great. Right, okay. Look for that again. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't go through first time for some reason. Right, so we've got off. Once okay. So all the monitors are run, so that's okay. We'll click on there. Read codes, stored codes, no codes in there, pending codes, no pending codes. Okay, right. So let's get some live data. Let's see what we've got live data wise. Custom list, fuel system status, we'll have those. Engine coolant temperature, short term, long term. Engine speed, we'll have mass airflow, O2 sensor bank 2. Right, we'll go over those. Right, let's just start the car up. So as you can see, we're still in open loop at the moment. Coolant temperature is 39 degrees. So I'll bring you back when we go into closed loop. Right, oh hang on, that's me. Right, we're back. It's gone into closed loop, okay, today. Short term 1.6, fluctuating up and down nicely. So short term is basically 0. Long term is 0. Sensor 1, bank 1 is fluctuating okay. Let's graph these. Closed loop, fuel status. Oh, we don't want that one, we want that one. And O2 sensor bank 2, let's zoom out. Alright. So we're in closed loop, so we're in control with the O2 sensor has control. Engine coolant temperature is 59 degrees. O2 sensor bank 1, sensor 1, and O2 sensor bank 2, sensor 1. Now yesterday, what it was doing while I was sitting there at idle, it was constantly going from closed loop, open loop, closed loop, open loop, and the O2 was, the short-term fuel trim was going right up to about 18%, and then cutting off and going up and down like a yo-yo. But today, at the moment, it seems fairly stable. But he did say to me he did want a new O2 sensor put in it just to make sure. So we'll do that in a minute anyway. Alright, let's have a look at short term. So as you can see there, short term is fluctuating about 0, plus and minus. It looks a bit choppy there, but if you look at the scales are only like -3 to 2, so if we increase the RPM, you can see you get an initial purge of rich mixture, and then it fluctuates as normal because it's in fuel control, and then when you deaccelerate you get a weak mixture, and then it goes back to normal again. Short term, nice and happy, fluctuating there, closed loop still. Let's have a look to see what our bank 2 sensor 2 bank 1 is, which is the one further down past the cat, and that is nice and steady. If that was following the same wave pattern as bank 1 sensor 1, then it would indicate that the cat is no good or below efficiency, but as it's nice and steady, the cat is doing its job. It does sound like there's a bit of an exhaust blow on it, so we'll have a look at that afterwards. Right, here we are at the front of the car again, and the first two wires I've got probed are the two heater wires on the O2 sensor, which go down to there. That's bank 1 sensor 1 O2 down there. Can you see it down there? There you go. That's the wire that goes around to the back there. Pico's already running, so we'll open the door and we'll start the car. That's a pulse modulated 12 volts. Right, the second wire we've got probed is the third one in, and we've got an earth connection on there, and that should be the earth one, and that is giving us a nice steady earth. I've adjusted my voltage down to 1 volt, and what we'll do now is we'll change that over to the signal wire. Bear with me a second. Right, that's now in the signal wire on the end now, but our pattern is slow that down a bit. There we go. So if we stop that, we go back a page, we can put some filtering on that. That's your waveform from your O2 sensor. Okay, right. Let's whip that out and we'll have a look at it, see what it's like. Now by just pulling off the plug, there's a TSB on these. Apparently what happens on some of these is oil wicks up the wiring loom, and it wicks through the plug, down through the wires to the sensor, and causes sensor failure. And looking at this, because these connections are supposed to be bone dry, this one has got a nice sheen of oil all over it. And if you look in the plug there, I don't know whether you can see there, that's enhanced. It's a bit oily in there as well. And apparently this wicks down the inside of the cable, and that goes through the wiring harness to somewhere, and then it wicks down into the sensor. Now mind you, a little while ago this did have a pretty bad oil leak through the rocker cover gasket, which I've already done. So yeah. Right, nothing like a bit of drama when you're working away. Got the O2 sensor out okay, but when it did come out, it took the mounting plug with it. That ring that sits in the top of the cat came out with it, so I had to weld that back in. So that held me up a little while, because I had to go and get some gas because my weld would run out of gas. So where are we? So anyway, let's put the new sensor in. Oh, the other thing I've done is I've cleaned out this plug. Oh, I can't even see it. There you are, it's enhanced. Is it going to focus? There we go. I've cleaned out that plug, so that plug's nice and clean again. So we'll put the new one in and plug that back in. Right, so there we are, new sensors plugged in. Plugged into the wiring loom there. And the part number for that, let's just find the box. The box is down here somewhere, I'll get all tangled up while we're in. Right, part number for that, it's a genuine NGK sensor. So that's the part number. Genuine NGK. Oh, NTK. I thought it was NGK. Oh well, there you go. Right, we'll go back inside the car and we'll get some live data. Alright, first of all we'll start the car up. Then we'll get some live data. See whether that connects straight away. Custom list. Alright, short-term fuel stream status, short-term, long-term, engine RPM, option sensor, bank one, sensor 1, sensor 2. Alright, that'll do for now. Alright, so at the moment we're in closed loop. Got to wait for that oxygen sensor to heat up, and I'll bring you back when we go into closed loop. Right, we're back into closed loop. We're up to temperature, and like before, everything is reading okay. We've got short-term fuel trims hovering around 0. Long-term fuel trim is on 0 still. Bank 1, sensor 1, the new sensor we've just put in, is fluctuating nicely. We're in closed loop. Bank 2, sensor 2, or bank 1, sensor 2 voltage is about 0.4, 0.5, so it's not too bad. What we'll do now, we'll go and give it a shake around the town and make sure it drives okay. Alright, we're back in a bit. Well, I'm back from the test drive. That all went without incident. All the live data was okay. Rescanned it for codes, no more pending codes. Everything looks good. So really a bit of a pointless video really, just to change an O2 sensor. But there you go, that's what we get. A little bit of drama, a little bit of welding, but it's all good. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.